That's dark. Oh, okay, that's better. Y'all can see me a little bit. Oh, that's even better. Okay. I gotta sit back in the chair, y'all. Okay, let me lower the chair. I was eating. And then I can get comfy. I'll go up a little bit. Don't be too low. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all about this load. So, this is gonna come from the phone because right now I gotta get internet access. I got my AT&T back because AT&T is much better than ghetto mobile that I got right now. But this is what I had to have one, especially with the fractured ankle. I couldn't pay AT&T kind of paid bills. All right, guys. So here's the Maiden Voyage drama. It's funny. I had to laugh after everything, but this is the Maiden Voyage drama. Oh my goodness. So I got, as y'all know, I got a 2000. This is a 2017. It was manufactured in May 2016, but the lease documents from my company showed it is considered a 2017. My trainer had a 2017, and I don't know if his was earlier or later, but his stuff is different. His also is a automatic 10-speed. I found out from driving this bad boy. I got an automatic 12-speed. This bad boy is off the chain. And the Jakes are beast mode. If y'all, and I talked about in a video when I was responding to somebody, I talked about being kind of nervous about the automatic trucks. But after you drive them, what you find out is that they not only are automatic, but they also have manual capability. So you could actually drive the truck manually. Only thing is you don't have a clutch. So you actually just change it to manual mode and you click the handle up or down to go up or down in the gears. So you can click through the gears without using a double clutch anymore, but you do it through your handle. So, at least on the Freightliner Cascadia. And, but anyway, I'll get some pictures up when I get my set up with the laptop and stuff one day when I'm sitting down. But I came from the terminal I tested out was in Europa, California. I got my truck the next day? So I tested on Tuesday? I tested out on Tuesday. They put me in a hotel Monday night when we got in. We got in 1 in the morning. I went back in the morning on Tuesday. I did my test out in the afternoon on Tuesday. Did my test out on Tuesday. I stayed the night on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday they told me, that's when I found I had an interview for the reefer division, which pissed me off, but then I understood why, and that's like no big deal. I like, so far, from what I can tell, I like the driver manager I have. Very sweet. She seems very sweet, and her husband is also in the industry, so I like the fact that she has some background with drivers. He's a driver too, so I like a lot of that, and that she kind of started from the ground up and just became a fleet manager. So really like that, so we can build rapport. My experience so far at the company has been, except for this trip, which we're going to talk about in a minute, been decent, okay? So, I got the truck on Wednesday, and if you guys aren't truckers, you might not know this, but you get a truck, if somebody else has been in it, you're going to have to clean it. Even if they're half-assed clean, you're still going to have to clean the truck. So I don't have cleaner yet, so I got to clean the truck. The guy wasn't bad. I could tell he was a smoker. I don't know how heavy of a smoker, or if they just got the smoke smell out, but I could tell there was leftover smoke smell. I had a headache like the first day I got in here. But I've been in truck. I had a truck before with the same company that was like an ashtray. So this right here was much better. Relatively clean. Matter of fact, I'll give a tour later. But the top bunk, as you can see back there, it's folded up. And there's still the plastic from it being new on there. Look at my hand, guys. I gotta get me some driving gloves. But I'm starting to get blisters because pulling myself up and driving. And this is my main driving hand. So, oh Lord. So the guy who, and I'm presuming it was a man just based on things about the truck. I'm just presuming it was a dude. Not a woman. It could be a woman, but I doubt it. There's the only other issue I have is on the side of the driver's seat. It looks like he got out with a cupcake or some kind of frosting is on the side. It looks like dried up frosting. So, like I said, I got some cleaning to do once I get some money and get by where I need to go. I really need to. I saw a Sam's Club today and I almost pulled off. If this load wasn't running late, I would have pulled off and went into Sam's Club, because there's this stuff called Autobahn and it would take care of a lot of what I need done. Anyway, I digress. Let me get to the rest of this because I don't want to be a long video. I got the load. I think they gave me a load. What's today? Friday? Thursday. So the driver manager said, hey, let us know when you're ready to roll, because, you know, I'd been in the truck and I had a few things extra that I had found that I needed to take care of with the shop. Plus trying to get stuff set up. I said, oh, okay, you know, boopty boop this, boopty boop that. So I told her, and so she sent a load to me, and the load picked up there on the yard, and it was really a local run, and they said, we're going to give you extra $50 for doing this local run, and it was going to Cisco. Okay, I think it was Cisco, which wasn't that far. I mean, it was like less than 30 miles. It was really close. But the load didn't deliver till the next day at 7 a.m., which would have been today at 7 a.m. So Thursday I went, got what they call, it's just like a load had been dropped off at the yard, went to the window, got the paperwork, went, checked the trailer out, hooked to it, made sure the lights, pre-tripped it. I wasn't going to park with it because I had to wait. I mean, it's midday, so I'm not going to, you know, it's like 10 a.m. in the morning. I'm not going to sit with this trailer all night and be far away, because where we parked the tractors or the bobtails, that's close to where the bathrooms are and the office is. So, you know, that's where I'm going to park close to, because we got to go to the toilet. You got to go to the toilet. I don't have to walk all the way across the yard to try to go to the toilet. So she turned around and she sent me that load. They gave me $50 for it. Well, then later on, I got back to the truck, and a trainer Bill had stopped in with to get his new students. I saw him. And I get back to the truck, and I'm getting ready to get in the PJs and say, okay, well, let me get some sleep, because I delivered this load at 7 in the morning. I'm going to have to get up at about 3 in the morning, because I am dealing with California traffic, and it's Southern California. So I'm going to get up early, and that way I'll be there a couple hours early. If I have to park on the street, I just park on the street. But I don't be late. All of a sudden, I'm getting the truck all closed up so I can lay down, and I get beep, 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 all these little messages coming across my Qualcomm. And, hey, we got miles for you. We got another load. So you're going to take that load to the Fontana yard. And then you're going to bobtail over to this other customer. I'm going to mention the name of the customer. And you're going to pick this load up. And this load is going to go to Lathrop. So the load was going to go from Paris, California to Lathrop. And Paris wasn't far from where I was. So the other terminal I took it to was literally 7 to 10 miles from the Jurupa terminal. Okay, so I went to the Fontana terminal, which was like 7-10. It wasn't even, I don't think it was 10-15 miles. It was like really close. And why they couldn't send whoever's gonna drive that over to the oh my god, we won't even go there. So anyway, I took this Cisco load over to the load was supposed to go to Cisco, over to the Fontana terminal. My driver manager told me I could bobtail in to the customer I was going to next, which was going to be like the 400-mile run. I walk up in there, T-call list at the window with the lady, and that lady happened to be the driver manager for the dedicated division for the customer I'm going to be going to get shipping from. And I said, okay, thank you. She says, you're going to get an empty for your next load, right? I said, oh no, I don't need an empty. The driver manager said I can just bobtail over. And she says, Shannon, I am the driver manager for the division, or for the dedicated division for this customer. You must. If you're going to take a reefer out, you're going to have to take a reefer in. If you take a drive in out, you got to take a drive in. And you got to take an empty in. Wonderful. I said, do you have them out on the yard? You have to go look. I don't know. I said, see, I don't assign them. Nope. I drive around that yard for about 30 minutes. Can't find not one damn reefer empty. So she said, well, you can go back to Jurupa. Y'all, this word, I'm telling you, this was my day yesterday, bro. You go back to Jurupa and look and see if they got empties. And I know Jurupa got empties. They got a big ass yard. So I have to get back. So I sit down, I wait. I said, well, look, what do y'all want me to do? I sent a message, because normally the company before used to be big on just getting up, going, and doing your thing. But now it don't seem like they care, probably because there's a shortage in damn drivers. So finally I waited, and I said, you know, make an executive decision. Go on back to Jurupa and look for a turn. So I head back to Jurupa. And I go get an empty trailer. First one I get, hook up to, all happy. They say, you can't have that one. It's not available. Meaning somebody else probably has attached to it. They just had it sitting there parked. So then I looked for another trailer. They said, oh, yeah, you can do that one. So I did that trailer. Oh, my Lord Jesus in heaven. By the time I got done, we talking about an hour or two done went by trying to get the other trailer, hooked to the trailer, wait for them to put the trailer on me, and dispatch me out to go over to the shipper. So I go on head to the shipper, and I got to get another GPS. The GPS is horrible, and California, the way y'all mark your crap is crazy. So California, at least the part of California, Southern California, ghetto ass people, God forgive me for California, y'all, it pissed me off. They have a sign. It might say West Valley Road, right? Usually you have an exit that says West Valley Road, but it also has a number, exit 59. It gives you that's the mile marker for that exit. These buttholes just have West Valley Road, and then they got a little ass sign with the number on it, all the way back, almost to where you supposed to get off. So I had to do a very unique get off the freeway to get my exit number. But anyway, got off, got to this customer. I arrived to the customer, y'all. Y'all gotta hear this. This is priceless. I arrived to the customer. I go up to this thing, and he says to me, "Oh, that load's already been completed." Like me, somebody picked it up and gone. Oh, baby. I said, "Sir, that has to be impossible. Nobody." I said, "I just went through all of this, so you gotta have this load." He says, "Well, let me check." He says, "That's kind of weird." So he digs in the paper, and he does find that the paper's there and the load should still be there, but the computer says the load has been completed, meaning somebody has picked it up from my company. He says, "Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you this top paper that has the trailer number. You can go on in the yard and see if you can find it. And you can drop that one in this door." So I put that one in that door, right? I then head down to go look for the trailer. And y'all should, this yard, they had these trailers like this. You couldn't even get in there and roll up the landing gear. Roll them down or up. I go try to hook to this trailer. The trailer's too high. And I can't even crank it down. Then I'm trying to crank underneath it, and it's hard to crank. So someone said, "Look at the paper. 42,000 freaking pounds. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to crank that down." So, oh my God, it was just hell. So I had to go back to the guard check and say, "Hey, I found the trailer. I need you guys to get the yard dog to bring that out, because ain't no way in hell I can't get under it because of how y'all have it sitting, and it's too high." He says, "Okay, and I'll get him to come do it. Just, come on back in." So I had to turn the whole truck, turn the tractor around, because I dropped the empty. And then I back up behind the freaking guard shack, and I'm watching the yard dog go back and forth. I wait for like an hour. I go back up to this dude. I said, "Dude, I need to get your name and stuff, because I'm going to be late. There's no way in hell. I've been waiting here too long." He couldn't find it? I said, "What do you mean he couldn't find it?" He said, "Well, I told him to find it." He said, and he goes, "You didn't see him?" I've seen the guy go back and forth about 5 times. So what it was, he told me to park behind the guard shack, which is what I did. The yard jockey just went driving and go doing his job looking for me, and I'm parked where I was told to park. Welcome to trucking. 2 hours go by. I'm like, I'm not gonna have the hours between the hunt for the empty, the take this over to this little short hop, this pick this up. I went through all of my hours, and I only had not enough to get it here, because this load was supposed to be here at 10 a.m. this morning. I sent a message to him last night. I said, "Look, I got it. If you want to get somebody that's come take it off me, and they might be able to get it in on time." And they're like, "Nope, we got a whole bunch of other loads we need people for. Just go on and head that direction. They'll deal with it when you get there." So I had to get the load scaled because of the weight, to make sure that the weight was distributed evenly, because I am in California, and you do not want them to give you a ticket, and they have a strict rule on where the wheels can sit in California. So I basically, when we got done talking, he got the yard jockey. I had to go out there and get it. So I got there like 9:30ish, and I leave till like 12:30ish. And he's like, "I can't believe you're here." I was like, "I've been here, man. This has just been crazy." So I went, got the load scaled, and by the time I looked at my hours, I'm like, you know what? I don't have enough hours to really put a dent in anything. I was down to under 4 hours, like 3 hours and change. And in California, you can only go 55 miles an hour, and I was like, that's, about 150, 170, whatever. I'm not going to really do a dent. So I found this ghetto Arco truck stop, and where I got the truck scaled, and I slept there. Got up in the morning, and the breakfast of champions this morning was an Arco hot dog, which wasn't bad. The burger sucked. I won't ever get an Arco burger, but I did eat it because I was hungry. And they did have, though, what's this stuff? It's chilada or whatever. It's like a V8 spicy. I love their clamato. Very good. And so they had that, and I had 2 bottles of that. I gotta get a cooler because I probably would have bought more bottles of it. I'll get some at the Walmart. But yes, I had that, and I had some jerky, and that's my dinner was jerky and clamato. It was my dinner, man. It was jerky and clamato. I just realized that. That's all I had. And last night I was so tired. I just got in that bunk and I went face down. I can't tell you, go past nothing. I slept like a baby. But anyway, so am having a ball. Did realize the truck is a 12 speed. It is a 2017. Runs pretty damn good. I just want to get it clean. I need to get some rugs in here. I don't like stepping out. If you've ever been inside of a tractor, there's a rubberized mat that they do for the flooring. Some of them will have like a carpeting, usually in the back bunk area. But this Freightliner does not. And I'm kind of happy. I don't like the built-in carpet because you can't take it out and clean it and it can get dirty. And it's like it's kind of a funky carpet, so it kind of has a nap to it, and so it gets all sorts of crap in there, and it's hard to vacuum out. So, whereas this, I could go get a little bucket and a rag and wipe it down and blow it out. So I kind of like that, and then just lay my rugs, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. But anyway, just checking in. Like I said, I'll give you guys a tour another day, and probably once I get everything set up, I'll give you a little tour of everything. But yeah, the bunk in the back, y'all see it's up. Y'all can't see. I don't know if I can see any of the plastic. Y'all see any of the plastic? I don't know if y'all can see the plastic. Shit. You see my bed is still in there. But up there, there's some plastic. And I've just got the mattresses. And I kept the mattress in the plastic cover because the old mattress from whoever was on here is still here. It was bad on top, but the other side was okay. And because the mattresses, the truck company use these thin-ass mattresses. What I'm going to do, I just kept mine in the plastic. And I put that on top of the old one. Carry it over. I reckon you gotta know how to inspect the mattress because you can get some stuff. So I don't trust folks, but I'm gonna get probably those bed bug covers, bed bug allergen covers. I think that's what they call them, like allergen bed bug covers. And what it does, the mesh is so tight that you can't get anything in there. So critters, damage, whatever, nothing, dandruff, whatever, any dirt that doesn't come through. I'm gonna either order it or I think Walmart has them, and then I'm gonna put both those mattresses in there, and I'm just gonna leave that top mattress in that plastic. It's fine, and it's cushiony with those two together, but by itself, girl, I would have been like butt jacked up. Anyway, I hope you guys are being blessed. Shout out to everybody, and I met like a couple of YouTubers. I met one YouTuber, and I should have did a video with her and didn't even think to do it. And we met in a bathroom, at a woman's bathroom. And so, but that's about it. Shout out to Renard and to DCI Jam, CJ. That's what I can think of right now. But shout out to y'all. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'll get you on the next go round. I'll be doing more vids. Sorry, this one's kind of funky, but it is the phone. Y'all see my hand? Y'all see my blisters. That blister is bad. Y'all see that blister? I don't know if y'all can see that blister. See, yeah, y'all can see it there. See that blister? I got 2 of them. That one right there is starting to peel. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some driving gloves. Anyway, peace.